Hi, I'm Debbie and welcome to my channel Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for April 1st through the 15th. It's the longer reading for my Leos. Hello my Leos, how are you? Since this is the longer reading, I'm using 3 decks. I use my Doreen Virtue Angel Tarot cards, which gives us the main message. Then I go to my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards, which kind of fills in a little bit. And then I finish with my Osho Zen Tarot, which kind of gives us what advice we might need. I have prayed, meditated, and infused Reiki energy into each deck. And also, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. Take what you like, leave the rest. So the only real big thing happening is the new moon, April 5th. I don't know why I keep wanting to say April 6th, but it's April 5th. So, that is the time that... full moon, new to new moon, give away, new moon to full moon, ask, okay? So that's that time to do that, but it's also going to be in Aries, which is, a little bit on the odd side because we are in the season of Aries. So just watch for some impulsivity, okay? Oh, and that's funny because the first card that popped out was the moon. But let's keep going. Let's shuffle a few more times. So when we see the moon, remember that there is that part of the moon that you will always see, whether it be quarter or, new moon, not new moon, full moon. But then there's that part of the moon that you never ever see. And that's the hidden side. And that's where the mysteries of the moon comes in. So let's go on. I have pulled 3 cards. The first card is the one I showed you that popped. This is Archangel Haniel. Archangel energy, the moon, important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. So there's stuff going on that you're not quite aware of. But the thing is, you need to still continue to keep going forward with it. We've talked about the job situation. Jobs are going to be there for Leos. They will be there. And whatever job you're in now, in about, 4 or 5 weeks, 2 months, you may not be in those jobs again. So if you need money, if you need a job just to pay some rent, take the job because something else will be coming along that's going to be even better for you, okay? And what you're doing now may not be what you're doing 4 or 5 years down the road, okay? Just know that. But there's a lot of things going on when we're talking about Uranus and Taurus, these are things that's beyond our knowledge. But there's a lot of these influencing factors that are going on that we're not even aware of. We should be maybe aware of them, but it's not for us to necessarily know, okay? There is this higher power, divine, our guardian angels, our spirit guides, whoever, there is something greater than us in control, and we need to have that connection. Okay, and the moon to me is saying, don't be afraid. Things are working. There's things that you just don't know about and you're not supposed to. Okay, let's see. This next card is reversed. To me, when I read reversed, not face down. When I read reversed cards, it means, hey, pay attention to me. But some readers will say that it means the opposite, and some will say that there's no real meaning, no difference in the meaning to it. But again, like I say, pay attention. So let's see what this is. This is the 10 of Earth. Earth is our Virgo, Taurus, and our Capricorn energy. It's our money. It's what we can feel. It's how, it's our security. So this is a very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. So like I said, if you need a job to pay your rent, take the job. Don't think about it as, that this is going to be my long-lasting position. It may be, but it may not be. It probably will not be. But if it's something that's being offered to you and you need to pay some bills, you go right ahead and take it. Because let me tell you, but Deb, I don't want to be disloyal. I don't want to be disloyal to this job. You know what? Business is cold. They will get rid of you quicker than you would think, okay? So I just want you to be aware of that. So if you need to pay your bills, you take that job, and when that wonderful job comes along, you say, Thank you for the opportunity. I really enjoyed it. It's not a good fit. Okay? So I'm thinking that there's somebody out there that this is applying to. Okay? But with the job situation, there will be jobs coming to you. There will be offers. Now, will it be through this 1st to the 15th? Well, I'm seeing that there, things are evolving, things are moving, things are going forward. They're saying finances, there's going to be some financial security here. Things are going to be doing better with your money. So there could be. So let's see what this last card says. Oh my gosh, you know how much I love this card. This is the Dreamer, Archangel Metatron. And this one is a leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. So something is going to be happening between this 1st and this 15th that's going to be, it's something you're not quite aware of, but I feel it might be bigger than what you thought. Okay? Okay, I love this. I love the archangels. I love the 10 of Earth. This is great energy. So just so that you can look at it again, the Moon, and there you go. The 10 of Earth. Okay? And then the Dreamer. Okay, so this is, and the thing about Leos, Leos will go through fire if we think that the other side is going to be that much better for us. Okay, my John Holland, let's see. What else can you give us? What else can you tell us? Okay, that's good. That one just didn't want to. What else can you tell us? Okay, we're going to cut the cards. Now, it's funny because these cards it's like the cards all want to come face up to me today, except for the ones I'll tell you if it's face up or if it's not. Okay, the first one that came, and remember we're in that Libra moon energy. This one is truth. Okay, truth and justice. And you see that she is on the scales, and yet they seem to be very even. At the same time, she's looking out at the universe. She is making her wishes. She is, basically she is saying, I want my balance. I want what I need to, I want the balance. I want what was promised to me. Okay? Now, the next card, this is face down. Shadow. We go back to this moon. We go back to this moon with the shadow. There are things that we aren't to know. There are things that we don't know. There is this bigger power, bigger thing happening. So make sure you're connecting. Meditate. Pray, however it is that it is, because there are things that we don't know that's going on behind the scenes, but they are going to be revealed. Okay, and our last card here, memories of love. Now, to have memories of love, you have to create memories of love. If part of this is also telling me that if you haven't created them, then this is the time to be creating them. Because part of it is, with this memory of love too, is I feel, okay, this is going to sound what else doesn't sound weird? But it's almost like, I feel like this is kind of part of that angelic realm, and that there is this higher power that is basically saying and looking down at Leos with this very gentle, kind energy, okay? This very loving energy. So when I'm looking at this card and it says memory of love, it's kind of like a little bit nostalgia, but I'm really feeling like what you've once known, when you felt this love before, that this is actually, with the Dreamer, that this actually is coming back into play. Okay? This is I hope I'm expressing that, because I feel like this memory of love, it's almost like a lost love is returning. It doesn't mean that it's a lost love in a person, but it's like, maybe there's been some times that you've been feeling very alone, very kind of like, why do I have to carry these burdens? And it's like all of a sudden it's like, no, you really don't. You don't. It's just a weird type of it's a weird message that I'm getting with that. Maybe they'll clarify it as we go along. Okay, so let's go on now. Final, any final words for our Leo? Any advice you can give to our Leo? Anything for our Leo? But this is great. This is great. Okay, let's go on and cut. Oh, okay. It's funny when I say okay, it's because I'm trying to cut the cards in a certain way and they just don't want to be cut that way. So here we go. And these are 3 cards face down. Here we go. Thunderbolt. Big changes are happening. Big changes. Okay? Changes are happening. But when you have these big changes, when there is the thunderbolt, when there is, in many ways, when there's like something being torn down, then something can be built up. Okay? So when you have these big changes, so this could be you go to work and there's a layoff. And you're like, oh my gosh, remember I told you this job, something better will be coming. So be aware of that. Now this next card is, okay, here we go. We have past lives. Maybe this is our own past lives. I don't know. Maybe this is ancestors. I don't know. Maybe this is what this is all about. Be aware. Again, it's like something that is greater than us. It could be our parents, our grandparents, our ancestors. It could be who once we were. It's almost like with this, I'm feeling like this, it's like this karmic type of circle is circling back to us, to Leos. And it's a better, and it's bringing Leos to a better place. Okay? So now this last card, let's see what this one says. Okay, this last card is, again, that was reversed, and that one is postponement. So here this is, there's a lot of, this is the grays, and it's kind of dull, but in the future, it's looking at this, this more, there's this color, and even the colors in her shirt, they're kind of washing out, but in the future, it's telling us that, it's saying that while you're going through whatever you're going through now, keep your eye on that future, because that future is going to be much brighter than what you think. So yes, there's going to be things that are going to be pulled away. Be aware of that. These are, though, the ones are more be aware of cards. So just be aware of this one here. Okay. Be aware of, when there is this thing that falls apart, something new will come back, and it's going to be that much better, because it may be hidden from you now, but it will come through as this great adventure. Okay? Because the dreamer is not here. I mean, the dreamer doesn't come out all that much. The dreamer is saying, just be aware, because justice is going to be served. Things are going to balance in your life. And just be aware. It's still unfolding. It is still unfolding for you, Leos. But it's getting better. It is getting better. I know a lot of Leos are worried about their jobs. It's getting better. That's all I can tell you. What you have now is not going to be what you're going to have in that future. Okay? Okay. Okay. Wow. Wow. This is some interesting stuff here. The moon, things are being hidden, but yet you're going to get that moon blessing, that moon energy. Yet you're going to get your financials coming, and yet you're starting on a great new adventure. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. We just have to make sure that we're patient enough to let it unfold. Okay. So my Leos, as always, know that you are loved and be blessed. Bye-bye.